What's up, everybody? This is going to be a no, actually it's not going to be, well, let me tell you like this. It's a collective for individual signs. So the timestamps will be in the description box for when the readings begin for your sign. So that's how this is going to go, like a all-in-one. But yeah, appreciate you watching. God has definitely blessed these readings for us. Thank you, Heavenly Father. If you're interested in booking a personal with me, information will be underneath this video or in the description box. So we are going to be starting with Capricorn. So Capricorns, let's see what's the time stamp. Let's call it 51. All right, Caps, let's get this going for you, darlings. We have the Nine of Wands. We've got the Four of Swords. And we have Justice, okay. Which is the major arcana of Libra. So maybe you're dealing with the Libra, maybe you have Libra in your own chart. You apply it how you can, but you know, kind of what I'm getting right away here for you, Capricorn, is, you know, you said, sometimes the thing is, you know, maybe your instincts, maybe your experience, your history, your knowledge, whatever, but I feel like there was a situation here for you where you didn't even wait for it to finish before you just said, I'm done. And I feel like it was something that you probably had a battle with, or just a lot of history there. And you got the Sun here too, which is great because it's like it finally made you happy to get over this or come through this, or feel like you may have come out on top here, because the Sun is about positivity and things, you know, just working out very beautifully. So beautiful that you feel like a big happy kid, like, yay, I want to go skip outside because everything is gonna be all right. But for real though, because yeah, you have some cards here that say, you know, there's struggle, there's, you know, some kind of fighting and wins and losses and just, you know, being exhausted but also resilient. However, now I feel like it's okay, I'm resting. All that is behind me, you know, done or not, it's behind you. So mental rest, very strong with you right now. Just resting, relaxing, not taking things too far behind or too, you know, far ahead. Just kind of being right here in the right now, maybe in a lot of prayer, meditation, thinking about your family, or just making sure your mind is calm, your mind is at ease, because there was some definite struggle there. Justice here showing up. Justice is showing I don't know, could have something to do with the loss, some kind of legal verdict coming out, like I was saying earlier, on your side. There's definite balance, there's a slight, like equilibrium reached here with whatever this thing is. I feel like, you know, it kind of maybe took you from one extreme to another so that you could know where the middle is, and that's what Justice is kind of showing you. Yeah, that's how we gotta experience things sometimes. It's like, whoa, too far that way, too far this way, but we'll find the right place, no matter how difficult it can get. And so I feel like, yeah, especially here with the Sun, like, yes, I found that place. Let's get a little more information with, oh no, that was like 7,000 cards. Oh my gosh. All right, 3 of Cups here. So were you waiting on some kind of, you got the Emperor here now too, could be dealing with the Aries, or a very strong masculine type figure. With Justice, you have the Justice of the Peace, the Judge of the Court. Emperor, you have the president. You know, he's like the whole kit and caboodle. But this Nine of Wands with the Three of Cups, maybe there was some kind of gathering or celebration or something you were waiting on, or maybe you got excluded from, or it could, okay. The High Priestess came out right there too. So there could have been something here, Capricorn, where maybe, yeah, it was hidden from you. Maybe you were waiting and did it not happen, and so you just got tired and said, screw it, I'm done? Because remember earlier we were saying how you were waiting and then just left, because it's like, if it's done or not, I'm done, and I walked away. So it could have been something like that going on. Maybe you were like working and they were partying, and you were wanting to party and not work or something. But again, I feel like, you know, perhaps this was you or somebody else who just kind of made a real executive decision and said, okay, yeah, you can go ahead and go. We're good here. So if it wasn't anybody else, it was you taking that energy, like, I'm gonna call it a wrap here, because yeah. All right, we got the Four of Cups that came out with the Four of Cups, or Four of Swords. So some kind of stability, you know, there's some kind of offer here coming in with the Four of Cups. But you know, sometimes I think, especially with the Four of Swords and this energy, there's this, I don't see it. Not that I don't want it, I just don't see it to know if I want it or not. So being in that energy where maybe some people or somebody in particular is reaching out to you, trying to check on you, trying to see, hey, how you doing? But you're kind of like isolating, just kind of doing your own thing. But somebody's knocking at your door, or somebody's calling you, trying to reach you and, you know, show some kind of love. But I just feel maybe you're in this space of, I don't want to fight, I don't want to argue, whether it's good or not, just like, let me have my peace right now. Let me just have my peace. So it's not, you know, ignoring love. It's just like, hold on a minute. Okay, and then we got the Eight of Cups that came out. So you definitely could be dealing with a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You have fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini, heavy Libra energy. And now your fellow earth signs with the Eight of Pentacles here. So yeah, you got some doubles, the fours, the eights. Well, yeah, justice is saying, okay, the right thing to do here is walk away. You might have to leave a lot on the table, Capricorn, but also what you're going towards will be like doubled what you left. So it might be hard to kind of leave those things behind, because time, energy, all love and all that has been put in. But at the same time, where you're headed, what's to come won't even be really comparable to what you had to leave. So justice is only saying that because it's true, because it's the right thing to do. So, you know, if you find yourself having to leave something pretty significant behind, don't worry, you know, you'll be able to go focus and get it back and more, and probably half of the time. So everything happens for a reason, okay? I am going to call this one. Actually, I'll take these for you, Capricorn. Y'all make sure you like, subscribe, and share. All right, we're moving on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, what's going on? What's going on, my darlings? Let's go ahead and get right into your collective reading for all the Aquarians. Let's just see what's the message, what's the vibe we pick up for you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Swords. Ouch. Owie. The 10 of Wands. Well, 2 10s back to back. You're definitely completing something. 2 pretty significant endings, cycles that are like done with. And then you have Temperance, which is the major arcana of Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could have it in your chart. You apply it how you can, Aquarius. Well, okay. So I feel like, yeah, you could be waiting on something that's coming in. Yeah, because you know opportunities have to be coming in. You got these endings here, so there has to be beginnings, right? And so I feel like this is something maybe you had a feeling was going to make its way into your life. And so you were maybe proactive and just kind of put things in place way ahead of time before things even got here, so that now that they're here, your harvest is coming in, your opportunities coming in that you put out a long time ago. Just being smart, just being, you know, steps ahead of people and circumstances, especially if you could see something seeming like it might change here pretty suddenly, pretty rapid. So let me get mine. All right, well, you know, sometimes I feel like with the 10 of Swords, it's that card where, you know, things just say, could they get worse? I mean, we're pretty much done here. It's, you know, a wrap. You know, kind of or unexpected, I should say. Misfortune happened. You know, sometimes this card is a bit overly dramatic. In response and thoughts, but sometimes it also is like, well, you know, there was something that happened behind your back, and that don't feel good ever, really. So it's like, ugh, even for that, right? So I get it, but again, it ended something, and now you've got another ending you're in with this 10 of Wands. This one I feel like it's more on you. Because the 10 of Wands, the thing is, so what we don't see is that, you know, he's in a neighborhood, he's in an area where there are homes, there are businesses, there are people, and he is a part of that community. But for whatever reason, he feels like he needs to handle a certain task himself instead of let everybody do it. For example, let's bring it to modern things, something like, you know, recycling. If you live in a city that is big on recycling, this will be the guy who goes around to everybody's house and pulls all the recycling bins, you know, the night before, so when they come to collect the next morning, nobody's missed. Well, okay, but who asked you to do that? You know what I'm saying? Nobody asked him to do that. And then he want to be the one to complain he's so tired and he got to do everything. It's like, well, stop doing everything. So something like that going on, and the thing is, you have the chance to stop it, because you don't have to do it, especially if nobody's asking you. And most times with the 10 of Wands, it's taking on responsibilities that nobody's asked you to do. It's just you want to see it done right, so you do it yourself, which we all understand that. But this means it's exhausting. This means it's too much, and you're already coming from this 10 of Swords, which is why you could be in this 10 of Wands energy, because you're just maybe not thinking so well, you know what I mean? But it all happens to us all, which I like to see Temperance here at the end, though, because that means you're finding your balance. That means you're like, okay, I know moderation, I'm gonna manage this well, I know how to accommodate yourself and others in situations, you know how to, you know, make opposites blend and accomplish tasks. So, you know, the hard work and the misfortunes, they teach you some really valuable lessons, especially about finding how to keep one foot in and one foot out in situations where that needs to be the case. So let's see this 10 of Swords, the Magician. So, oh gosh. Oh Lord. I really hope that this is not a situation where this could be burnout. This could actually be burnout. That could be what it is. And maybe you just fell out or something. Maybe literally, or maybe just mentally. Because the magician has all the tools. The magician can make magic happen. The thing with the Ten of Swords is, yeah, or magic gone wrong. Something like that. Situation where, you know, it was supposed to be creation of something like good for good use, and maybe it turned and wasn't. Yeah, like this could have been a situation where maybe you were trying to be protective, or you were trying to create something just for you, and maybe it was something that was meant to be shared, meant to be dispersed, and so it ended up kind of blowing up on you because you weren't sharing it, and it was something that was meant to be gifted among many. So it kind of maybe backfired. Maybe you apply it how you can, but that was then. This is now, and here you are, very different in your King of Swords energy. This is a very different you. This is a you with the Two of Swords. Excuse me. This is a you that's, yeah, you're kind of the King of Swords. He's such a rational thinker that, you know, the emotional side of him doesn't come through. So people think he's really pressed, really mean and hardcore. He's not. He's just super duper smart. You know, he's a debater. He's a judge, a lawyer, attorney. So, you know, with taking on all these tasks, I feel like you've thought about it, you've made your mind up, you're clear on it. Yes, it could be overworked, but, you know, that's what you want to do. So that's what you're going to do. And if anybody challenges you, then they're going to have to deal with you. your wrath, your fierceness. All right, Temperance with the Five of Cups. So, and that's kind of a similar message. Seven of Wands. So you just some kind of battles going on here, I feel like, for you, Aquarius. Just kind of fighting for your position, what you want, what you believe in, how you feel, not backing down, even if, you know, people are trying to help you, saying, nope, this is me, I got it. Temperance, again, you finding that one foot in, one foot out. There could be some regret or loss, but the Five of Cups is having 5 and then having 2. So you still got something to look forward to, something to move with. So remember that as a part of your balance. Like, all is not lost. We good. Okay? So stand your ground. That's what I got for you, Aquarius. All right. Let us carry swiftly on to Pisces. What's going on, Pisces? This is your collective reading for all the Pisces fishes out there. So apply it how you can. Had the Ace of Swords fall out, but we'll put that right back in. So, but that's nice though, because some kind of new idea, clarity in your mind, helping you to see your path a bit clearer and verbalize it too, not just see it, but actually tell people what you're thinking. So you got the Five of Pentacles here for starts. We got the King of Pentacles. Okay, well, it's a very nice upgrade. And then we got the Knight of Swords. Oh boy. Okay, well, you know, okay, we'll get more into it. You got the Nine of Cups here. So there is some contentment emotionally for you. Maybe, you know, spiritually, you're just kind of feeling okay with things, you know, financially, whatever may not be the most prime time, but you know, you got your health, you got your family, you got your life. I feel like you got some things that you've desired, you know, so he just has, the only thing he's missing is his wife and family and kids. He's got the good health, he's got the right, you know, heart, he's got success material wise, he's got everything. Just the one more thing he wants, and then we see it with the 10 of Cups, because that's the whole happy family. So very near to completing a goal of yours, a wish even, despite, you know, the rest of this stuff going on, because you got the 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, some things, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. Glass half full, glass half empty. I feel like for you, the glass is definitely half full. And the thing is, with the 5 of Pentacles, they're outside the church. They are worn and torn. They need a whole bunch of things that the church can provide. And so the thing I like about it is that they needed help, and they knew where to go to get it. They knew the church wouldn't turn them away. They knew the church would say, okay, come on in. Here's a change of clothes. Here's a towel, bar, soap, fresh water, food, all that. You go get clean, go have a meal, have a bed. You know what I mean? And we'll talk about the rest in the morning. You know, so that kind of situation, I feel like for you recently, just needing some help and asking and getting it. Because that's why I said it didn't last long. You got this King of Pentacles who comes in, and you know, he's the King of Pentacles. To me, the richest cards of the deck, the Emperor, the Empress, King of Pentacles. So this is a nice upgrade right here. You ask and you receive. The King of Pentacles not only will help you with the materials and all that you need now, he will also give you the blueprint, Pisces, so that when you get better on your feet, you can say, okay, let me look at what he did so I can do it and be as successful or even more successful. So he wants you to get to where he is and beyond. Now this Knight of Swords is coming in, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there's some past drama with this Knight of Swords. It could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. They come in with a very sharp tongue and kind of stony heart. They whoever this is, could be a male, but very negative, maybe with the words, or just talks real reckless. May have some factual true statements, but the way that this Knight of Swords comes is very swift, and it's very, you know, hardcore. He's kind of petty. He doesn't like to let anything slide, so he will cut below the belt every time. So whoever this is, you know, coming back, maybe, you know, once you're on your feet and getting better, you know, this Knight of Swords comes in to just start some drama, try to maybe knock you down or something like that. Just for something maybe that happened between you two 10 years ago. Who knows? 5 of Wands with the 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, maybe just having some financial disputes or health disputes, maybe even physical disputes, and you know, needing some TLC, tender loving care, to kind of patch yourself up because of the fighting and the arguing and the, you know, high energy situations that may have resulted in some altercations. You have a Cancer here now. So King of Pentacles with the 4 of Swords, just like I say, you know, this could be about getting some assistance, material and educational experience wise, that you sit on, that you think on, that you pray on, that you really kind of let soak into your mind, Pisces. Really kind of harp on it, anchor to it, so that you can use it and let it be your path to success too. Because I feel like whatever it is King of Pentacles is giving you, it's free, and it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? He will sure help mentor, but this is like something that could be really particular to you too, because I feel like you went to him. Even if you didn't go to him directly, you might have went to his church or his establishment. So you went to him without maybe even knowing it. And I like it here with the Chariot, because the Chariot is a symbol of success and, you know, war and being triumphant and having to overcome obstacles, but overcoming them nonetheless, and being more confident and experienced and, you know, stronger because of it. So, you know, really taking to mind and heart what this King of Pentacles says. Whoever this Knight of Swords is, could be an air sign. Yeah, they're coming in to fight. They're coming into battle. That's what that Five of Swords is about. And you have the Lovers here. So you're going to have a choice, Pisces. You can choose to interact with it. You can choose to not. You know, there will be a path for you. And whichever way you take is how you take it. You could walk away. You could fight back. Whatever. You know, either way, there's going to be some kind of actual blessing and benefit in it for you. You know, just whoever this is, just, you know, I feel like you kind of know their story, you know their angle, you know how they always come. So don't let it surprise you now that you're kind of chill and getting better, that they want to come back and fight and knock you down. So it's just, I don't know, that is what you would call a hater. Somebody who is hateful of you and probably doesn't want you to succeed or to get better. And anytime they see you doing that, they want to come tell you why you don't deserve it. So really watch out for this type of person, and, you know, if you can, just don't have no interaction. All right, that's what I got for my Pisces. We're gonna wrap that up right there. Let us move along to Aries. Aries, we are coming your way, my friends. All right, let's get into this. A collective reading for all of Aries. Apply it how you can, my darlings. Let's just see what's been going on, what is going on, what might be about to start going on for you. We have the King of Swords here, okay? We've also got the Magician, making it happen, making shift happen. And then we got the Five of Wands. So Justice is here, which is the major arcana of Libra. So you got Libra here. Lots of air energy so far, and fire signs also. So Justice is here, and Justice says, hey, you know, I wanna do things in the right way. Need to weigh out all the evidence and make the right decision. Looking at the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the ugly. And having to decide truthfully what should it be. So that's going on. And you could be in some kind of legal situations, maybe under review or something where there's some kind of background checks or some really important documents that need to be like notarized and submitted to the county or something that's very important. But yeah, as long as it's done right, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Now this King of Swords here is you, or it could be somebody you're dealing with, somebody you know, whatever, but very intellectual, very much so in demand, likes to debate. So you and this if this is somebody else, you and this person may or may not get along. I feel like, yeah, this could be somebody who challenges you in a way that they're maybe not factually wrong, but maybe wrong in delivery, but typically, you're really sharp, you're really witty, you can keep up with the best of them. But this King of Swords energy kind of would make you maybe feel like you're getting checkmate. You know what I mean? Like, damn. Like, gag after gag after gag. Like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? But, it could be you too. Just, the King of Swords is the high intellect who does not back down from an argument, does not back down from a discussion, a debate. He's got all the facts. He's like a human encyclopedia. So whoever, whatever it was, just very much so, matter of fact, this is what my mind has made up, and that's what it is. Not changing, not wavering. We're moving forward. Now the Magician here in your current energy is, just making it happen. Creating things that you desire with the tools that you need because you have them. Or with the tools. Creating things that you desire with the tools that you have. That's what I'm trying to say. But really though, having everything that you need. Right timing, right place, right people, right opportunities. Just like, it's almost like you say something and almost instantly it happens. Or it's like you have this ability to pull these blessings from heaven down right now. And if you use this gift wisely, it can really benefit you. But you gotta be wise about it. Can't be greedy. You can't be, overly creating these wonderful magical opportunities. It's like, trust your instincts. Like, they'll be guiding you. You got the Five of Wands coming up, Aries, and I don't know, there's some fighting here. There's some disputes going on. It's not always negative. Sometimes the Five of Wands is fighting over who's going to pay the bill. We're all going out to dinner. Everybody got money. Everybody can't afford it. We all want to treat each other because we're happy. But it's like, there's this argument now of who's going to do this good act, this nice service. And sometimes it is fighting because there's competition and there can only be one winner. And everybody's very aggressive and very interested. So it's like, you're fighting with the best fighters. So you really got to bring it if you want to win it. Okay, let's get more information with this King of Swords. We have the Aries. That's hilarious because you are the Emperor and this is your wife, the Empress. And who would be especially if you are a Aries male, especially if you are married, the probably only person who can talk to you is your wife, right? She is probably the only person who does not back down, who is toe to toe your match. And that's exactly what this King of Swords would be. And like I was saying, there might be some kind of ill feelings here because this King of Swords can trump you, and who else other than your spouse can trump you and you be okay with it. Most times I feel like for you, Aries, you're not gonna let nobody just talk to you any old kind of way. But there may be one or two people who can kind of get in there sometimes, and it would definitely be the Empress. So as far as people-wise, yeah. And energy-wise, it could just be two. The Empress is very abundant, very creative. She is your counterpart, literally. So, just getting some information from a strong feminine in your life who talks to you real for real, holds nothing back. Now this Magician, after you done got a good talking to, you have the Seven of Swords. So that's what I'm saying, Aries, be careful, don't be greedy, because the Seven of Swords is stealing from his family. He's stealing from the people he's traveling with. Why would you do that? Why would you take something from people you live with, people who are your blood, you know what I mean? And the Magician, just because, like I say, you can make things happen, doesn't necessarily mean you should. So just because you see something doesn't mean that you can have it, doesn't mean that you can take it. And this could be something from an idea, this could be something from a material thing, this could be so many different things. But thing to remember is, if it's not yours, don't take it. You can create your own magic. You don't have to take from anybody else, because, you know, Seven of Swords always gets caught. Every single time. He never gets away. So this Five of Wands, you got the Ten of Cups. See? And that's what I was alluding to earlier. And now you got the Lovers here. So you got a choice here. But that's what I was alluding to. You know, sometimes the Five of Wands isn't, you know, terrible. It's just like, okay, it's a family thing. So, you know, whatever this fight is, it could be a disagreement or arguments, but it's for the greater good of the family. Somebody, or maybe this fight is because they want to make the family happy. They want everybody's cup to be full, and so it's like, no, I'll do that. Don't worry about it. You guys did it last time. No, we got it this time. No, we got it. And it's like, okay, well, one person needs to have it, and we're good. So there's a shared happiness here, but there's on the surface there's some fights, but the goal is really everybody to be happy, everybody's cup to be full. So don't misunderstand the heatedness of it. It's just, the purpose is good. And like I say, with the Lovers here, you got something coming up that's going to be really important. It's going to be a choice. There's some kind of attraction, love, and beauty there with it. There's also some trials. There's some temptations. So follow your heart, trust your instincts, go with what you know is what you really want to do, because that's what's going to be satisfying to you. So that's what I got for you, Aries. Okay. Let us keep this party going. We are moving right along to you, Taurus. Taurus, darling. Darling Taurus. Let's get into your reading. This collective for all Tauruses, so apply it how you can. Apply it how you can, my Taurus. Alright, we've got the Page of Wands. Okay. We also have the Four of Cups. I think I saw the Four of Cups when I was shuffling, kind of stood out a little bit. And we have the Page of Pentacles. A little scholar coming with an opportunity or information of an opportunity. Six of Swords says, I'm freaking out of here, man. It's a rescue that's much needed. This is some kind of a solution in leaving. The solution is that, okay, it's too rough and toxic over here, so we got to go. Is nothing to really, ponder or debate. Like, no, sometimes when things are rough, it's time to go. And sometimes when they're rough, it's like, you know what, let's wait it out, see if it gets better. This is a very obvious go time. So the Page of Wands is coming up. So you recently got some kind of pleasant, message or surprise. Seems really positive, like a fresh energy, something creative that definitely probably piqued your interest. And maybe this was the thing that got you to move, or maybe not. But either way, I feel like it was something that was like, oh yeah, let me see what this is about. Now literally the Four of Cups is your energy. So there's this, I don't, maybe you just don't see it yet, maybe you see it, and because it looks like something you've already had, you don't want it. I feel like sometimes with the Four of Cups, it's just so much focus on the emotion. It's not focused on the mental of it. You know what I mean? It's all in the heart. And that is okay sometimes. But we got to have a balance, have that harmony, right? We are emotional, but we're also mental, right? We got to know when to use those correctly, interchangeably. And so, but I feel like right now, yeah, you could be missing out on something that's trying to come in and help you, but you know, you literally won't miss anything that's for you. So even if this time you don't see it, it'll come back. And whenever you see it, that's when you were supposed to see it and have it, or not, whatever. Now, this Page of Pentacles, like I say, he's coming in with could be an opportunity about a job or some kind of health thing. Maybe it's something related to money, volunteering, or fundraising, or something that will require your commitment and your effort, but it also be worth it, because this is something that could start out maybe right as a volunteer thing, and then it leads into like a job or career offer or change, or something that, you know, ultimately benefits you way more than what you initially had thought. Or you know, you just thought volunteering a couple hours of your time was nice, but really you get some kind of opportunity to join the organization, and you get like a 30% salary increase, or, you know, just something really, really good that started as volunteers. So we have this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, could be similar, could be different, but this Page of Wands is bringing you information about this Ace of Pentacles. This is a very promising new beginning, something that could get really big and very successful, return you like a lot of money or a lot of inventory or something. It's commitment is required, but you know, if you can give it that, Taurus, you can have a lot of success here. Now this Four of Cups, Five of Swords. Okay, so maybe this is somebody coming in that just wants to fight with you, and you know it. Because the Five of Swords is the bully. He's the one that, you know, with the Queen of Swords too, this person may come into you, Taurus, like, I just want to talk, you know, I just want to have a conversation. But every single time that conversation turns into an argument or a shouting match or some kind of degrading, you know, competition where y'all are just, you know, killing each other, you know, verbally, just saying the worst of the worst of the worst. And so maybe that's why you're like, nah. Maybe the intent is to just talk, but it always turns sour. So you're like, nah. Because I could definitely see that with the Five of Swords, and I could see it with the Queen of Swords too, because she got a sharp tongue and low patience. Very low patience. Okay, so we have the Emperor come flying out. So you could be dealing with an Aries, or you know what? The Five of Pentacles here too. Here's what I like about this Page of Pentacles and Emperor, because this could be a message for you, again, career or otherwise, about some kind of position or opportunity, a meeting, opportunity or offer with the Emperor. And the Emperor is the whole boss. The Emperor is El Jefe. He is the only ruler of his entire empire. So this could be about some kind of chance for you to meet with him, have some kind of important situation with them. And right, again, a volunteer thing becomes a career thing. So apply how you can. You have the Five of Pentacles, so glass half full, glass half empty. Could be a little bit of struggle, but the thing is, help is all around you, Taurus. You just have to say, hey, somebody, I need da-da-da-da-da. And you'll probably have it literally within minutes. So there's some things that you need, especially money or material or advice wise. Yeah, you got so many people around you who can help instantly. So take advantage of it. Okay, that's what I got for you. Alrighty, that is the deal for Taurus. Let's keep going. And we'll start here with you, Gemini. Oh, oh, oh. You got the right stuff, Gemini. You got the right stuff. Alright. So, yep, this reading's been blessed for you, my darlings. Supply it how you can. For all Geminis out here. I'm a Geminis. Alright, Strength. Major Arcana of Leo. First card out for you. We got the Two of Cups here. Oh, collective. Oh. And then we have the Four of Swords. Okay. With the Moon here. Ooh, interesting. So you got Pisces here and Leo. You have Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Alright. So the Moon. So something's a little mysterious here, isn't it? Something with the situation is not what it seems. We'll get more information. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. See, the thing is, I think a lot of times people fear the Moon card because it's hidden and it's mysteries, and sometimes it could be danger. Sometimes it could be, wolves in sheep's clothing. But sometimes it can actually be, listen, we're sorry we had to trick you and deceive you, but we're trying to plan a surprise party for you because you're amazing and we want you to feel the love. So we had to lie, we had to trick you, we had to divert your attention. You know what I mean? It's not bad. It's something that is like, I'm so sorry I had to trick you, but I had to trick you. I couldn't tell you because it was a surprise. You know what I mean? So it can be that. And I feel like it's 50-50. That's why I kind of took a peek behind the Moon and seeing the celebration and the party and the good things. Yeah, it definitely could be whatever's being kept from you is not negative. So you have Strength here, which I can see that you had to use some courage here recently. You had to use some strength in order to maybe perhaps not totally crush somebody. I feel like you had to be the calm one in the situation. You could have went off and maybe you would have been in the right to do so, but you didn't. You handled it in a way that was probably best and most proper. So respect. Now, yeah, I feel like the reason you could handle it that way and really tap into your inner strength is because you've dealt with that before many, many, many times. Other people might have been scared, might have, went running for the hills, but you're like, I know how to do this. Come here, little kitty cat. You know what I mean? Like, lying is nothing. It was just another Monday for you. Nothing, no problem. Now you got the Two of Cups here, which is sweet because it's about love and it's about an exchange of love that is, it's the spark. It's a friendship or it's a romance, but it's like, you want this? Yeah. Do you want this? Yeah, I want this. So both people are willing to put in 100% with whatever this is. Friendship, romance, it's bringing a lot of healing. It's bringing a lot of good energy, laughter, just having somebody gets you, somebody who's like a partner to you, like, okay, we got this, we can do some good things here. You got this Four of Swords coming up, so just finding yourself maybe more restful, maybe not as talkative, maybe just kind of praying a lot, yoga and meditation, just thinking about things from a perhaps more philosophical perspective, kind of pondering what is life, what does it mean. But no, it's a good introspective energy. because you're slowing down to just kind of think about some things on a deeper scale. What is faith? What is religion? What is life? What is love? Just asking those kinds of questions. And the timing is important because we're in Gemini season, so a lot of you are having birthdays. Happy birthday coming up. So and depending on your age, whenever, we're always getting a year older. So it's like, let me kind of do a little deep dive here about life. So it's cute. It's cute, Gemini. Now let's see, strength. Okay, we'll take the Knight of Cups. Oh, see? Oh, and so the moon is still. Did you have a flirty Pisces? Is that what it was? Was somebody flirting with you and you had to use your strength to resist? I don't think it was difficult for you if that was the case, because like I say, it's easy work for you. Maybe you get hit on all the time, so you're like, whatever. But this one might have been a little bit different, because the Knight of Cups is hard to resist because he's sincere. What he's showing, what he's expressing, he means it. He's not just trying to woo. No, he actually is doing something kind from the heart, and also flirty, and also very nice looking. And so you put all that together, it's like, oh, let me, if you're not single, it's like, let me hurry up and get away from here. Get away from you. So that could have been it. But yeah, I just feel like this Knight of Cups might have done something very, very sweet. And so maybe you just kind of had to use your strength to just say thank you and walk away. Like, whew, let me get out of here. But yeah, I'm mad at you. You got the Nine of Pentacles here with the Two of Cups. I like this together here too, because it's like the Nine of Pentacles is about luxury and working hard and playing hard. So I feel like this partnership for you, Gemini, it's allowing you to do that. You have like the partner, the love and all that, but then you also have this independent you, whether you're male or female. It's like you have the relationship and that's great, but then you still are able to have your life, your interests, your hobbies, the things that you do that maybe your partner doesn't like, or maybe they don't do, they're not interested in, but you have this partnership with them for whatever that is. And then you still have your things, your little weird quirky things that maybe you're only into. So you got the Knight of Swords here. Oh boy, Gemini, don't do it. Yeah, just walk away, leave it alone, because I feel like with whatever this is, I feel like you're thinking about it. I feel like you're thinking about going back. And you know what? Here's what, just walk away. If it's toxic, if it's, unstable, shaky, don't even waste your time with it. Because the thing I'm thinking is this thing that had you using your strength to overcome, I think it was maybe something that was intentionally genuine and sincere, but maybe it rubbed you wrong. And so, after even some time, you just find yourself thinking about many of things, and you find yourself maybe thinking about that and want to go back and like kind of finish it, and like, you really pissed me off when you did it. That's what I'm saying. Don't. Like, if it's something like that where it's already happened in your past, let it go. Like, don't worry about yesterday. And it's not even that big of a deal. You know what I mean? You handled it right the first time. Just move forward. Don't worry about having the last word or anything like that. You don't have to. If you do, it'll take you down several notches, like, because it's not even worth it. So don't waste your time on it. Okay? That's what I got for you, Gemini. Okay, let's move this baby on. Let us move this baby on. we're moving this baby on to my babies, the Cancerians. What's up, Cancer? Alrighty then, let us get right into this. So for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. This one's for you, kiddos. Alright, what's going on, Cancer? We have the Seven of Swords. Ooh, child, he was out here stealing. We got, oh Lord, the Ten of Swords. See, you got caught. Or you will be, because that's what happens with the Seven of Swords. He always gets caught. So then we've got the Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness, what is going on? You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Or you maybe have those in your charts. Oh boy, Cancer, what is happening here? With the Devil, you got a Capricorn. Lord have mercy. You got a Capricorn here now. Wow. I don't know why the cards jumped out my hands like that, but yes, this is not, nobody likes to see the devil in the readings because he signifies something that ain't good. It just ain't good. It's some kind of overindulgence. It could be an obsession. It's really in the mind though, and that's what all these cards say too. The air element represents mental mind, and so the devil, that's how he gets hold of you in the mind, and he's got them chained up. But the thing is, they could break free. They're really not chained. Like, they could pull those chains off and find their faith, but they're just choosing to kind of play with the fire. And when you play with the fire, you get burned sometimes. So yeah, what's going on here? There was some kind of sneaky something happening for sure. The Seven of Swords, some kind of underhanded behavior, gossip, stealing. This could be. The thing is, I really don't like with the Seven of Swords is that he's stealing from his family. You know what I mean? He's stealing from people that he's traveling with. They're in their tents. He's running up, taking from people that are going to know it was him. When they start accounting for everybody, they're like, oh, where's such and such? Oh, where's our and such is gone. Must be him. And then they send the brigade to go get him and their stuff back, and they do with the Ten of Swords. That's what happens. So this is it's a bit of melodramaticness. So I feel like a situation for you, Cancer, where can't get any worse. You know what I mean? And it kind of is a point where you it's so stupid you almost want to laugh about it. You know what I mean? Like, somebody or 10 people killed this guy. 10 swords to the back. Isn't that excessive? Like, come on. He wasn't that bad, was he? You know what I mean? Like, it's something though that just deads it. It ends it. And thank God, hallelujah, because literally you have a new idea that comes in. This Ace of Swords is like, hold on, that was not it. That did not work, clearly. But this Ace of Swords is bringing you something fresh, something that your mind will feel very sharp and clear about. It won't be cloudy or any confusion. Nope, it's going to be like, okay, I can see where this can go. And it looks like it can go far if you can just, keep it clear. Now let's see what's this damn Seven of Swords going on. The Ace of Cups. Did you do it for love? You out here stealing hearts, Cancer? You know what? And if this isn't you, this might be somebody or something you're aware of or some kind of involved in. But maybe it was for love. Because the Ace of Cups is definitely for love. But it's just funny because, like, it's a new love energy, and I don't know if this is, somebody that came into you recently or whatever, but I feel like there was some stealing going on in order to give love. Like, I had to steal this to give it to you to show you I love you or something. Like, so if you got a gift, really nice gift recently, especially if it's from somebody new, like, how could you get this from me? It's maybe expensive. You don't even know me. Well, they probably stole it. Stolen goods. It is not funny, but it is kind of funny. Oh boy, this page. What is happening here? Okay, the Page of Cups with the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is super dramatic energy. Just by the way, it's kind of, this could have been, so the Page of Cups is really cute, really sweet. He brings surprises. It could be pregnancies, announcements. It's usually some kind of good news. It's kind of shocking, but it's good nonetheless, generally. So this is some kind of ending, but I feel like there's a ... at the end of this, which could be why this Ace of Swords comes up, because it's like, okay, it was over or not. Like, you break up a relationship and then, you find out she or you are pregnant. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh boy, we just broke up. So it's something that, again, it's new. It's a different kind of spark, but it's some information that, I don't know, gives a little bit of life into what we thought was over. Because you have the Nine of Swords there too. So some kind of like anxiety and just thinking and stressing. Oh, Lord have mercy. Cancer, what's going on? Here's what I like. This isn't a huge deal. We have some court cards here. We do have the moon here now. So we got a major arcana. What's behind the moon? String. So we got Pisces and Leo here for you, Cancer. But I feel like, maybe it's not quite over. This Ace of Swords is that new idea, but the Page of Swords comes in and really starts questioning. Like, the Page of Swords really starts, researching and investigating and finding out the Page of Swords is a spy. But he does come across some very good information. So whatever this new aha moment idea is, it's good, but just make sure you really understand it before you move on it. Okay, Cancer? Because there's some things that are still kind of some hidden details, but I think that we're just gonna have to wait and see what those details are. So to be continued. That's what I got for you right there, Cancer. All right, let's move this baby right along on to my Leo darlings. Leo darling, how you doing? Okay, so Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's get right into it. Quiet how you can. How you can. Alright, we've got the Tower. Ooh, major arcana. Major shakeup that you probably saw coming, but still surprising that it happened. Now you got the Emperor, which is the major arcana of Aries. So you could definitely have Aries in your chart or be dealing with an Aries, because the Emperor is the major arcana of Aries. The Tower is the secondary major arcana of Aries. Okay? And you have the Lovers here, which is the major arcana of Gemini. My goodness gracious. So I'm feeling like this is very clear. There was some kind of fallout. A couple had a fallout for whatever reason. We'll look more into it. Yes, somebody left. Somebody was like, you know what? This is too toxic. This is very unstable. This is very shaky. This is not making me feel comfortable at all. So I'm leaving. Taking my family, I'm taking my necessities, and I'm out of here. I'm gonna ghost, I'm gonna block you. You're not gonna be able to contact me, reach me, or nothing. I'm out. So yeah, you deciding to make that decision, or whoever, but yeah, said I'm out. This is something, kind of feels a little ominous. It's like something, maybe even like supernatural was going on or something, and it was just like, no, I don't like all that. I don't trust it. I'm wanting out and leaving. So yeah, I think with the major arcanas, I feel like a lot of this is out of your control. It's happening to you in your life because it's what's supposed to be. And you know, God will reveal the whys and all that in due time, but this is not so much your decision as much as it is God's, you know, plan for you. So, like I say, a major fallout, something happening. You know, you got the king and queen here. They're falling out of their castle, different directions. But lightning finally struck. You know, it's a great change, dramatic ending, something that was catastrophic because, like I say, there were rumors, there were murmurs, there was all kinds of signs, but nobody ever thought it would happen, but it actually happened. It's like, oh shoot. So now we got the emperor here, and this is you and this is your energy. Or it could be, you know, like a paternal figure, like a dad figure or something like that. But the emperor is the sole ruler of the whole entire empire. So nobody's touching him. Nobody's advising him. He is making all the decisions. And this could be you. This could be somebody you're dealing with. But he's very comfortable with making difficult decisions because he has to. Life ain't easy and he knows it. So he's got to, you know when he got to hold him and when he got to fold him. He rarely has to fold them though. So, you know, this is just that kind but strict and ruthless. Now you have the lovers here coming up, so you're going to have some choice when it comes to maybe this situation or just love overall. If you take it, it's great. It'll be a blessing for you. If you don't take it, that's fine too. Something else will be a blessing for you. The thing is, this lovers, it's almost perfect. If there was a perfect choice, this could be almost it, but there's some temptation. So just know that if you take this, there will be something that kind of will make you question if you should or not. So trust your instincts, okay? Queen of Cups here with the Tower. So yeah, there was definitely some knowledge about a fallout coming. Maybe somebody saw it and just couldn't say anything, you know, because that's what the Queen of Cups is. This could be something at work. This could be, you know, a couple, you know, or apply it how you can, Leo. But this Queen of Cups, she has to keep a cup on her, just to keep a lid on her cup, because she knows secrets. She's a psychic. She knows things well before they happen. So she knew it was going to be this way, but she couldn't say anything. And I don't know if this was you or if this was, you know, maybe after the fact, somebody who said, I was trying to tell y'all, but y'all wasn't picking up on what I was putting down. All right, so the Emperor. Okay, yeah, we're defending now. We're defending our turf. We're defending our decisions. You know, he's at an advantage because he is the Emperor. But there's a lot of people who want to take his position. There's a lot of people who want to take his empire. And it's like all of a sudden, all these people are now trying to come at him, are now trying to strike at him. There's been a fallout, so maybe he's down, you know what I mean? Maybe the towers crash, so he doesn't have his safety. So now his enemies are like, okay, this is perfect strike time. But the Emperor is the Emperor. He's similar to the Queen of Cups, several steps ahead of the rest. So Even if he doesn't have his safety structure tower, he's got something else in place, and then something else in place after that, and something in place else after that. So he good. He can defend his turf, and I feel like for you, Leo, that's you right now. You're good. You can defend your turf for as long as you need because you've been ready for this. So the King of Pentacles comes in with the Lovers. So King of Pentacles is the money man. He's the Midas touch. He's the one that wants to see everybody succeed. And so he's definitely willing to show you how to be self-reliant and a successful business person. Maybe this is some kind of partnership. So to me, it goes in order of like the highest ranking cards. The Emperor, the Empress, the King of Pentacles. So you have two, in my opinion, of the highest ranking cards here. So I feel like the Lovers will come in and offer you, Leo, some kind of partnership, some kind of relationship for you to work with this King of Pentacles. He, again, is of the top 3 in charge. So this is some real like high level, high authoritative, high decision making people, very important persons. And there could be a choice for you here if you want to partner, because this King of Pentacles is going to show you everything he knows. He wants to see you do it and do it better than he did. So, like I was saying, this could be some kind of choice for you where if you take it, one of your biggest blessings. And if you don't, again, something else will come, and it won't be a curse to you if you don't take this opportunity. Like, you'll be totally fine if not. But yeah, it looked like some real high level things going on here for you, Leo. You got fire signs, Gemini, earth signs, water signs. So yep, that's what I got for you, darling. I hope it blessed you. What's up to all of the Virgos? What's up, Virgo? What's up, Virgo? Alright, let's get it going for you. Oh, whoa. Alright, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This one's for you, babe. So, apply it how you can. Alrighty then. Temperance, that's your first card, which is the major arcana of Sagittarius. You have the Two of Swords. And you've also got the King of Swords. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Wands, which she is Superwoman. She's the one who can do it all. You'll see her working in the kitchens, in the bathrooms, in the daycare, in the courtroom, and like everywhere. She's just all of that. And so that could be you, whether you're male or female. Looking good, making it look easy everywhere. Maybe a little overworked, but I also feel like the Queen of Wands really enjoys that busy lifestyle, really enjoys what she does. So yeah. It's not difficult, but it's more so people who tell her, hey, when's the last time you took a break, or when's the last time you ate, or you know what I mean, like making sure that she's taking care of herself too. So Virgo, Temperance is here. So I feel like, yeah, you've been finding your balance recently. Excuse me. Maybe you've been having to blend some opposites. Now, whether these are people or just ideas or circumstances, maybe you've been the one who's been tasked to bring this together with that together and make this new thing. Of course, it sounds much easier than it actually is. So, But I also feel like you've probably relied on people too. There are experts, and they are experts because it's what they do. So yeah, call on them, use them, have them help you where you need help. Thinking like that, working like that, so where you're not just totally in this. You got one foot in, one foot out, so you can, do other things. Now I feel like this Two of Swords is kind of putting you at a crossroads where it's going to be like, okay, should you do this or should you do that? I feel like maybe you may not be able to see your path that clearly, but you'll be able to feel your path. And if you need some help with deciding, ask people, if you were me, what would you do if you were in this situation? Get some outside counsel and see. Because I feel like, Virgo, you already know what decision you want to make. You just need some confirmation, which you will get. Because you got the King of Swords here, and his mind is definitely made up. The Two of Swords, she's thinking, she's trying to feel her way through it. Well, the King of Swords knows 100%, and he's not going to change his mind. It's made, and that is what it is, period. And he will tell you in great length and detail how he got to the decision he got to, and it will make sense because he's thought about so many different possible scenarios. He's thought about all the different possible scenarios. So you got the Wheel of Fortune here with Temperance. So just busy, just busy, Virgo, just things moving, things going left, right, up, down, forward, backward, everywhere. You know what I mean? And you just kind of being in the mix, having to ride the wheel. Things that were down come up, things up go down. Learning, teaching, sharing, you know what I mean? Traveling, finding. This could definitely be about work, having some collaborations where you're kind of having to coordinate or, not strangle, but wrangle in all the troops. You know what I mean? Hey, everybody come in, we got a meeting, or just, you know what I mean? Being that kind of center point person where, you, Virgo, Mr. Mrs. Businessman, businesswoman, that's kind of your niche. That's where you're good at in management and organization and professionalism. So yeah, just, maybe finding yourself tasks with some things at work that, aren't easy. Most people probably couldn't do it, but you can because you have all the qualities. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you know how to move with the flow. You know what I mean? If you got to jump from this to that, and that's just what needs to be done. And even if that's not really your style, adapting to that for whatever this project's sake is or whatever this purpose sake is, just kind of like, okay, I know it's going to just be temporary that I got to do this, so just let me ride it for now. Because Two of Swords is like, all right, that circus is over. What am I going to do here? Okay, so we're going to take the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. They came out in the reverse, but I'm going to move them upright because I'm not doing reversals. Sorry. Three of Cups came out too, so we'll put that right there in the middle. Alright, so, okay, I feel like there's a love or money situation for you, Virgo. The Knight of Cups comes in and he says, hey, I got this, love offer, and it's sincere, it's great, it's genuine. He's a bit younger, but what he's giving, what he's proposing, he absolutely means. Then you're going to have this King of Pentacles where he's all about the money. It's not about anything love or personal. It's all about business and success. He is very successful. He's in the top 3 of the highest cards of the deck, in my opinion. So this is like serious money. If you want to have a really strong career and successful career, he's going to help you get there every step of the way. And then you got the Three of Cups. So that's also kind of like, I feel like just a little bit confirmation and maybe more confusion. Like it's, you're going to celebrate either way. If you go with this Knight of Cups, it's great. You'll be celebrated and happy. If you go with the King of Pentacles, you'll be celebrated and happy. But trust your instincts, trust how you're feeling, because, like I'm saying, Virgo, you were the sign of like business and success. it makes sense. The King of Pentacles represents Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know the right decision to make for sure. And then you got the stars. So you have Aquarius here. You got Sagittarius, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra with the Empress here, water signs, earth signs, air signs, and yep, that's it. So King of Swords, the star comes in, that energy of alignment, that energy of the light at the end of the tunnel. The King of Swords says, okay, I've come in, I've made my decision, I know what I'm going to do, and that's that. So the star is like, okay, things are finally coming into alignment. The star says you're on the right path. The star says you're exactly where you need to be. There may have been some hiccups and some struggles to get here, but you're in the smooth sailing path now. Wasn't easy, but you've made it. So the star is like, congratulations. Things are finally going to start building up for you now. And it'll be your confirmation that you definitely made the right decision. So trust yourself. You got this. Okay? And that's what I got for you, Virgo. All right. Let's move this party on. We are about to board the Libra Express, taking off right now. We on the Libra Express. What's up with it? What's up with it, Libra? Okay, guys, gals, this is going to be your collective. For all Libra, sun, moon, rising. Yep, that's what we're doing here. Alright, what's up, Libra? 7 of Swords, hot dog. We was stealing, sneaking, and cheating. Now we got the King of Swords. Uh-oh, now we gotta face the judge because we got caught. Then we got the Knight of Swords. Oh boy. And I feel like this is you all the way, Libra, honey. You are like, no, I wasn't stealing. I was just borrowing until I could return it. Really defending that too. Like really standing on your business. Really, standing your turf, saying, listen, I'm going to defend myself because this was a misunderstanding or it wasn't you. But either way, I feel like you're going to fight this. Because the 7 of Swords, yeah, he's sneaking. He's tiptoeing around. He's cheating. He's taking things that do not belong to him from people that he really doesn't even need to be stealing from. These are people he's traveling with. You know what I mean? These are people that they're in the same brigade. Traveling across the desert. And he gonna go take their swords because they're all having dinner at the bonfire. He thinking nobody gonna come back to their tent and realize he's gone and their swords are gone. Like, bro, it was just not a good decision because now we gotta quarrel with you. It's like, we get that you might have needed it, but don't take it from us. Okay, so whatever those swords could mean, they could mean ideas or people, relationships, circumstances, you apply how you can. Now this King of Swords is coming in and he's saying, okay, we gotta look at the facts. We gotta look at the truth and make some decisions. He represents the authority. So you might find yourself in front of people of authority, or maybe you are the one in authority having to make some decisions because facts have been presented to you, and friend, family, foe, hey, judgment has to be for the truth, right? So finding yourself in those kind of situations where your mind has to be made up and can't waver, and you won't. But the Knight of Swords comes in after the fact and is like, hold on, I have something to say. It's like, you're at the wedding, they say, anybody object to this couple? It gets quiet, nobody says nothing. Okay, now pronounce you man and wife, kiss the bride, they kiss, it's great, everybody's happy. And then somebody comes running and, wait, stop, no, don't get married. Yo, it's over. They're married. You know what I mean? Like the Knight of Swords would be that guy who comes in at the end of it trying to break it up, but it's already done. So it's like, okay, you said how you felt, but it was too late. So, it's time to move on. Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, still fighting. Maybe. And you got the Seven of Pentacles. So maybe this is something that just kind of took a while, Libra. And maybe it was something that you felt you deserved. So maybe you're like, no, I didn't steal it. It was mine. It just took so long that when I finally did get them all, people thought I stole. But really, these were all mine. And so that's why you're defending yourself or something like that. Because you're not going to let this, it doesn't seem you're going to let this go away. It seems that you're going to fight this because, again, it could be a misunderstanding or maybe, right, people thought they saw it, but they didn't understand what they were seeing. And so you're going in to make it clear. Okay, Knight of Wands with the King of Swords. So, yeah, I feel like this is almost enjoyable for you, Libra. This is almost enjoyable. There is this Five of Cups here, so there's some kind of regret. But I feel like because you know the truth, you're like very passionate about it. You're going to definitely, stand your ground, fight for it, and maybe even have a little fun because I feel like at some point you're going to realize you're winning this argument. So then it kind of becomes a little bit playful, maybe even a little bit flirty because you'll start to see you're winning people over. You'll start to see that people are understanding where you were coming from and why you did what you did. And so that might kind of change your tune a little bit. Yeah, you got the Six of Wands here for success. Yeah, that might kind of change your tune a little bit. You might kind of come in real strong, but once you see people are understanding the truth, it's like you might let up and get a little more playful. Now with the Knight of Swords, you have the Star, which is the major arcana of Aquarius. Again, the Six of Wands. So victory for sure, which is good because, yeah, if you are innocent, you definitely want to fight for that. Don't let nobody put no blame on you for something you did not do. Oh, no. So, yeah, the Star is coming in, though. The Star is coming in to say, yeah, things are certainly getting better. It's like you stood your ground at the right time. But, there's also some hope and happiness after some losses. Like I feel like this Knight of Swords comes in, and though it's too late, he says what he says. It's like, okay, cool. But that kind of is what also triggers the alignment. Like this need to happen. Like I almost feel like it's something kind of embarrassing. Like he comes back really heavy on something that's already done with. So it's like, okay, slow clap for you. But then after that, it kind of triggers this, okay, now all of that seriously is behind us. Let's push forward to this light. We found our, water in the oasis. So, yeah, all these things kind of had to happen. I can see that. But at the end of it, you have this victory. You're successful. You standing your ground was the right thing to do. People are going to respect you for that too. Like, okay, you didn't just take it. You stood up for yourself. So they'll be proud of you. And, some people will have some things to say, but whatever. You win. So, hey, that's what I got for all of you Libras. That was a nice message, wasn't it? That was a pretty good message. It came out very clearly. So I love when that happens, since I don't really have to spend too much time on the interpretation. It's just like boom, message clear. All right, Scorpio, you're next, baby. Scorpios are in the house and they are next up for your collective reading for all Scorpios, sun, moon, risings. If you got Scorpio in your top 3, baby, this won't be here for you. This won't be here for you. Okay. We got the World, honey. Yep, something really big came to an end with the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. And we got the 6 of Swords. So I feel like this was maybe job related. You apply it how you can. You apply it how you can. But this, you know, the world is just about a very big cycle in your life ending. You learned all that you were supposed to. You got everything. You did everything. Like everything, 100%. It's time for you to wrap it up. And anytime you have to wrap something that big up, of course something equally as big is going to begin. That's just how life works. So yeah, being protected while you were in the cycle and the journey, and now that you're moving on to something new, you'll be protected in a different way. This is more hands off. I feel like before, when you were learning, it's like hands-on training, but now that you've been through it, okay, we're taking the training wheels off the bicycle. It's time for you to big boy, big girl pedal. And so you got this 3 of Pentacles, which is you having a very good reputation when it comes to career and like things like that, home design, home life, money. Like you have people have heard about you and how you work, and they're looking forward to meeting you and working with you. This could be like successful interviews. This could be working on projects with other people, with teams that maybe you haven't worked with before, and you guys are just really getting along. Matter of fact, so good that they want to, you know, have you be the lead or something like that. Because it's like, yeah, we know that you know what you're doing, and we want to give you your space to do what you do so you can do it best. But you got coming up the 6 of Swords here. So this is about, you know, just not dealing with the bullshit. If it's toxic, if it's dramatic, if it is contradicting, if it's negative, you're out of there. It's like, I don't got time for this. I'm just trying to keep things smooth, peaceful, easy breezy. Like that's all I'm looking for. And so if it's not that, seriously, packing up everything, your family, your valuables, and getting the heck up out of there. Because it's not worth it, and you'll see it. It's like, well, I'm going to sit over here and stress and struggle when I could be over there thriving, improving, increasing. Like, hell no. Let me hurry up and go. I don't know if it's the same situation or if it's something different. Let's get more into it. Okay, so the World, we got the 2 of Coins and the 7 of Wands. Okay. So this is something that probably had you very, very, very busy, had your hands full, but you probably defended it. You know, let's say this could have been like maybe you had 2 jobs or something, and you recently had to quit one because it's just too much or something, or whatever. Maybe it was a contract and it came to an end, or apply it how you can. But I feel like whatever the cycle was, you know, you were very occupied with it. And though that might not have been the best thing, there might have been people trying to tell you, hey, you know, don't work as much so hard. You also probably knew that there were people who were waiting for you to slip, or waiting for people, or people waiting for you to slow down so they could take your spot. But I feel like with the World, it's like it doesn't matter. They can have your spot because you served your purpose and you did a darn good job. And that's why you have a good reputation. That's why people now are like, hey, who's Scorpio? We want to, you know, talk to him and work with them and meet with them and sup with them. Oh, we got two that came out. So we got two queens, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so all right. So we got the two nurturing, very nurturing feminine energies. We have Queen of Pentacles is a businesswoman, very business savvy, but she also likes to take time to nurture herself because she knows about working hard and enjoying the fruits of her labor too. And then the Queen of Cups she's the psychologist of the company. You know, she's the HR, the person who wants to come make sure you're being treated humanely and rightly. You got the Page of Swords here, some kind of gossip or information. He's a spy, so when he gives messages, they're kind of like, where did you learn that from? But he's like, I'll never tell my secrets. But I don't know, these could be people that you're working with, two females that, you know, they're both business savvy. One cares more about the business and, you know, the networks of it. The other more cares about you so you can do your job so the business can thrive. That could be who you're meeting with, interviewing with. But I feel like for both of these, just a tip, sincerity goes very far here. So if you're preparing for some interviews or some important meetings, especially with two, you know, mature women, then yeah, you should definitely plan to be authentic because they will love you for it. All right. Six of Swords, we got the Three of Cups. Exactly. Moving away from the drama takes you to this celebrated and celebrating energy. I was like, yeah, no, that over there, everybody who gets to this better side all say the same thing. Oh my God, I'm so glad I came over here because where we left was so hectic, so dramatic, so stupid. Everybody feels the same way. They're like, yes, I will not ever go back over there. And they welcome you because you made it too. They're like, you escaped hell and you made it to paradise. Yay! You know what I mean? It's very... we're proud of you, we're happy for you. Everybody has a different story, but the one same factor is that they left the drama and found the blessing. And so, you know, that's where you're headed to. You got opportunities coming in, things that you've been waiting for, Scorpio. They're coming in and they're coming in bigger than you were expecting. So good things are coming your way and I'm very happy for you. Yay! Alright, that's for you, Scorpio. Last and certainly not the least, we are wrapping this reading collective up with you, Sagittarius Archers. Yes, we are. All right, my darlings, if you're Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Rising, this one is for you, baby. Baby, baby. Apply it how you can, my darlings. The Tower. This is the secondary major arcana of Aries. Some kind of, dramatic ending. Goodness gracious. Who done did it now? And we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Well, with the Lovers here, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. Okay, well, so the Lovers is that card that represents attraction, beauty. It also represents trials that you got to overcome because that little serpent over there they're serving as reminder. Temptation is here, you know, so if you're going to do this, then just know you're going to have to overcome some things that, are going to tempt you. But it's also very much a blessing here. So if you take this opportunity, this partnership, this love, you probably won't regret it, but I don't know because we got the Tower here. So this could have been something that yeah, maybe you took, knowing there was temptation, knowing there was possible threat, but willing to give it a shot and see. And so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was supposed to be short term. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be forever kind of thing. Because you got the Tower, and that's a fallout. It's the king and the queen. It could be this same couple that joined together. Could also be separating here. But maybe not. Apply it how you can. But the Tower, there's clouds. There's rain. There were flashes of thunder before it struck the Tower. So there were all these signs that were leading up saying there's about to be a fallout. There's about to be a breakup. This thing is about to fall. This tower is about to crash. So get your ducks in a row because you're going to need some place to go. The signs were all there. So it's surprising, but it's not, because it was like there's so many warnings. And so now, Sagittarius, you got this Ten of Swords. So it is a bit of melodramatic energy, but it is also, yeah, it's over. It's complete. It's ended. And you know what? Now you got something else to do that's new. Not this anymore. This is, this could be like a tremor. You have the earthquake and then little tremors after. So I feel like the Tower is the earthquake. The Ten of Swords is the tremor after. So this big fallout happens and it's like, damn. And then you got this Ten of Swords that comes in and it's just another unexpected ending. And you're like, man, what the fuck is going on? How much more can I take? Goodness gracious. You know what I mean? Like, damn. But that's what I mean. This Ten of Swords is over. You'll have a chance to start something new. And the Ten of Swords, you won't see it coming. But I also feel like, you'll probably even be thankful that it did happen so you can have no ties left to this whole thing. Because you got the Four of Pentacles here. It is definitely about being protective, being very protective with yourself, with your belongings, your materials, your money. This is definitely teaching you to keep things tighter, keep things wrapped up, more close to you. Don't be so free-willy, trusting and giving to people. No, really keep things that are important to you close to you, because people can surprise you. Even people you think you love and know. You'd be like, damn, what? You did what? Wow, okay. Now I gotta kill. No. Okay. So the Tower is, oh shit, y'all. Scorpio energy. So maybe you and Scorpio had some kind of fall, and this is big. This is the big one. Y'all might have fell out before, but this was the big one. Like I say, the Tower. Here's Scorpio again. This is their secondary major arcana. So Scorpio's definitely here, and something's over. And it needed to be over. It wasn't doing anything good for you anymore. You do have Judgment here, which is reconciliation possible. This is about second chances, but second chances to do it right. If you repeat, that's on you. You have a way to do it differently, and that's the way you should go. But whatever this was, Sagittarius, it was out of your hands. God kind of created this fallout, this ending, these figurative deaths to occur so that he could move you into the new beginnings that he has for you, because they're much better. They're much better, much brighter, much lighter. Okay, the Lovers is back. So Gemini with the Ten of Swords. Again, choices, decisions. And it'll be totally up to you, Sagittarius. There's not going to be no outside influence. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't, you don't. The thing is stick with the plan. No matter what happens, sudden misfortune, sudden endings, or whatever, you had a plan to do something together with people. They start falling out, dropping out, whatever. Still go. Still keep the plan. You don't have to. You could cancel it, reschedule, whatever, but it will benefit you better if you still keep the plan. Okay? So this Four of Pentacles, we have the Hermit, which is the major arcana of Virgo. So yeah, you're gonna probably want to spend a little time with yourself after all of this happens, Sagittarius. You got the the Five of Wands here. So some kind of fight, disputes and arguments, battles, whatever. But you know, you're learning to be more protective of yourself. And with the Hermit, he's like, take some time just to go be away, just you and God, go pray, go just be away from people, be away from technology, away from things, and just connect with your spiritual self, connect with your faith, with your spiritual foundations, and let that be your guiding light, because the world can get busy and loud and all of that. So it's good to unplug sometimes and just go reconnect with God and yourself, and let you help you in that way. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Archers. I hope this blessed you. If you're a soldier and you watch them all, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna wrap this whole thing up though, you guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to you soon.